Hi, I'm Leander Caney from Cult of Mac, and we have something really special for you today. It's a cronut from Whole Foods. Just kidding. We've got the iPhone XR. So today we're going to do a quick unboxing and a hands-on first impressions of the XR, compare it to the XS and the XS Max real quick. We are going to just do a quick overview of the top features. We're going to save the best stuff for Sunday when we'll have a longer video, more in-depth video, a review. But for right now, we're just going to give a quick overview, and we're also going to be doing a giveaway. So stick around to the end to find out details about that. Okay, so here we have the XR, the box. Got a nice resistance to it. As usual, is the paperwork designed by Apple in California. We have the stickers, the welcome instructions, and a SIM tool exit. And here it is, the main event, the phone itself. Let's take off the and of course it comes in 6 different colors: black, white, blue, yellow, coral, which is a kind of pink, and product red. My favorite, I thought I'd like the blue, but the blue's a bit paler than I thought it was. I prefer it to be sort of a darker, a more royal blue, but people will like this. It's sort of a pastel blue. Okay, so size-wise, it's pretty close to the XS Max. As you can see, they are pretty close in size. And here it is compared to regular X, the older 10. It's a fair bit bigger than the 10 model, but not that much bigger either. You know, like these big phones are actually kind of surprisingly small and compact for such big phones. And I find I have no problem at all putting them into a pocket or a purse. But the bigger screen really does help. Does make a big difference. Okay, so design-wise, it's glass on the front and on the back. And it's curved glass, and it's really nicely curved and seamlessly built into the aluminum frame, which is aircraft grade aluminum. And it has a slightly sort of warmer feel than the XS, which has a stainless steel frame. But it's not slippery. It's anodized, so it holds pretty well in your hand. You know, some things it's still controversial, which is kind of crazy, but there's no headphone jack. Just like the X models. So the screen is an LCD, and Apple claims it's the most advanced LCD in a phone today. You know, on first impressions, it looks really good. It's really bright. It's really vibrant. The only thing you notice is that there's a slightly larger bezel around the edges, and that's because of the backlighting. Apple had to make the bezel slightly larger, but it's only really noticeable if you compare it to the like a 10s. If you're using it every day, if you picked it up, if you're upgrading from an older phone, you would notice the size of the bezels. It has True Tone, which means that it adjusts to the ambient lighting, and has a slightly lower contrast ratio and a slightly lower resolution than the 10s and the 10s Max. But again, it's not really something, especially if it's blind as a bat like I am. I wouldn't notice it unless I was comparing it, pixel by pixel, nose to the screen. In everyday use, I really don't see that much difference. It's a little bit dimmer than the 10s Max, but again, not something I think you really notice in day-to-day life. Of course, there's no home button, so there's no fingerprint scanner, and it uses Face ID, which I think is actually a huge advantage. And it's fantastically fast. I set it up really quickly, no problem at all. Just move your head around a little bit. So performance-wise, this phone has the same A12 Bionic chip as the XS phones, so it's just as fast, and it's really fast. It's blazing fast. It whips through all sorts of stuff that you can give it. And it's crazy that they should have an A12 Bionic chip in this, the same chip they have in the flagship phones, and it makes a huge difference. There's no lag, there's no delay, everything happens almost instantaneously. So the cameras, which is going to be a big deal in this phone, is the same 12 megapixel camera that you have in the 10s, but it doesn't have the optical zoom lens. So it's a single lens camera, which a lot of people think looks better and they like it better. It also offers a lot of the same technologies as the 10s. So it has the same depth control, the advanced bokeh. It does portrait lighting and portrait effects. The front camera is also the same as in the 10 models, and again offers the same things, including supporting an emoji. We'll dig into the camera much more in our review for next week, and we'll really give it a workout. I'm going to go out today and take some pictures with both phones, the XR and the XS Max, and we'll see how they look compared side by side. Okay, so to wrap up, the verdict is that this is a superb phone. This is an unbelievable phone, especially for the price, for $750. You know, it really is like a $1,300 phone, a $750 package. Of course, it could get a bit more expensive when you start adding more memory, but for the starter phone, it's crazy because it's basically the same phone as the 10 with a few, you know, slight features that have been you know, slightly cheaper. The screen and the camera, they're not as good as they are in the flagship phones, but in everyday life, I think, you know, this is going to be a fantastic phone for a lot of people. Okay, that's a wrap on our unboxing video, and now we're going to be talking about giving away something really special. Yes, it's the Cronut. Just kidding, we're going to be giving away an iPhone XR, and there's lots of different ways that you can win. If you subscribe to us on YouTube, or if you follow us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter, or sign up for our email list, and the more things you do, the more chances you have of winning. The details are here in the post, so please check it out, and good luck.